Haley Norris, realtor.
No.
Should I make my hair go like this? Whether you need to buy, sell, or lease. Haley, can I use my hands? Or is that, where are my hands? Where do they go?
Just say,
Haley.
Just like Haley.
Whether you need my expertise. Haley Norris, realtor. Or even do a commercial lease. Haley Norris, realtor. Should I say Remax Real Estate Center or no? Is that too salesy?
No, that's good.
My average days on market is just 50 days. You need my expertise. And that means I'm putting more money back in your pocket.
We begin in Poinsett County, where an operation known as Dealer Sweeper has left 16 people arrested, facing felony charges for delivery of methamphetamines. We've got a number of the names to tell you about, and some photos as well that were sent along by the Poinsett County Sheriff's Office. Some of the photos showing their activity today as they were out combing the streets. They said they were looking specifically for folks selling meth. And some of the folks they said they arrested possessed illegal drugs and paraphernalia as well at the time of the arrest. We'll tell you about those right now. If we don't say otherwise, expect the person to have been charged with felony delivery of methamphetamine. Nikki Pierce, 29, of Truman. Jennifer McCrory, 34, of Diaz. Demetrius Buchanan, 35, of Lepanto. Here's an exception to the felony delivery of meth is Carrie Crawford, 21, of Harrisburg, facing felony delivery of a Schedule III controlled substance for 2 to 10 grams of Suboxone strips. Bevy Jean Coutate, 55, Mark Tree, felony delivery of meth, along with Earl Bradley, 35, of Mark Tree. Heather Smith, 23, of Truman, facing felony possession with the purpose of delivery or manufacture of a counterfeit substance, it says as well. She was charged with the following the time of her arrest: possession of a controlled substance with a purpose to deliver, and 2 counts of felony possession of drug paraphernalia. That name, by the way, one we've heard before. Well, Charles Brownlee, 39, of Truman, facing a felony possession charge with purpose of delivery of a counterfeit substance, it says, along with possession of a controlled substance and 2 counts of drug paraphernalia. Jerome Madden, 49, of Lepanto, felony delivery of meth, the same charge for Nancy A. Scott Goldman, 32, of Tyronza, Brittany G. Wilbanks, 26, of Tyronza, and Rio Richardson, 24, of Pocahontas. Kevin Mason, 42, of Truman, also for a felony delivery of meth charge. And Heather Jane Biddle, 25, of Lepanto, 2 counts of felony delivery of meth or cocaine, it says. Jimmy Martin, 29, of Mark Tree, felony delivery of meth. And Corey M. Booker, 44, of Truman, also a felony delivery of meth or cocaine charge. Now, the bonds varied greatly. Some of them were own recognizance. Others were $50,000 to $75,000. Nonetheless, a number of arrests by the sheriff, Kevin Mulder, and the sheriff's department in Poinsett County as they continue battling the meth epidemic across Arkansas. It's time for Wanted Wednesday, and now a suspect that is wanted out of Lawrence County and other counties as well. Let's tell you what we're talking about. You're looking at the picture of Greg Fender, and on June 6th, it was in Lawrence County where the sheriff's office were involved in a high-speed pursuit of a stolen vehicle out of Craighead County. The stolen vehicle being driven by Fender. It says deputies were led on a chase through 3 counties involving the Randolph County Sheriff's Office, the Greene County Sheriff's Office, and Arkansas State Police too. Fender is wanted in connection with 3 stolen vehicles out of the Craighead, Lawrence, and Randolph counties, all 3. And it says during the pursuit, it says Fender abandoned his stolen vehicle he was driving in a field in Randolph County, and a short time later, he allegedly stole another vehicle, this time a red 4-door Chevy pickup, Arkansas license 075XEP. That's the last thing he was seen driving, this guy. The authorities are asking for the public's help in locating Fender. The release we received was from the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. Anyone with any information about him, please contact sheriff's offices in either Lawrence, Randolph, Craighead County. Gregory Fender, 6'2", 230 pounds, with brown hair, blue eyes, according to the report that was sent to us by the Detective Jamie White in Lawrence County. 870-886-2525 if you have any information about this suspect. The man you're looking at on your screen was sentenced to 20 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections today over child pornography. Eric McQuay, 36, of Pocahontas, entered a guilty plea today to 4 counts of distributing, possessing, viewing matter depicting sexually explicit conduct involving a child. He received 10 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections on counts 1 and 2. Those run consecutively for a total of 20 years. He's also received a 10-year suspended imposition of sentence on counts 3 and 4, and will have costs and fees associated with that conviction, along with requiring to register as a sex offender. The Jonesboro Police Department Internet Crimes Against Children Unit began an investigation of McQuay in January 2017 after it was discovered that McQuay had shared child pornography via a peer-to-peer network, kind of like LimeWire maybe, but we don't know if that's what it was. He was charged with 4 counts of distributing, possessing, viewing matter involving sexually explicit material involving a child. It says each charge carried with it a possible sentence of 3 to 10 years. Scott Ellington, the 2nd Judicial District Prosecutor, thanked the officers of JPD's Internet Crimes Against Children Unit, Arkansas State Police, and Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Charlene Henry for all of their hard work, which led to that successful prosecution. He said, quote, this 20-year sentence should put people on notice that those who exploit our children will not be dealt with lightly. There's new information tonight in the case of a man that was murdered at Walmart in Truman on April 23rd. Remember that case that involved the man that was apparently shot in front of his child? Now, the suspect, Gabriel Urabezo, 22, whom you're looking at on the screen, is formally charged with capital murder. That's breaking news earlier today from the Jonesboro Sun. We'll be following this story more as we have since it took place. A tragedy out of Poinsett County, and now the fight for justice begins. A bear alert to bring along to you now from Northeast Arkansas and in Powhatan. This bear found in the driveway of a set of residents that live there in the area over the last 24 hours. As a matter of fact, it was reported in Powhatan. It says at 7:53 p.m. on June 6th, that's Wednesday night, that a woman reported that a mama black bear was prowling the area with a cub. It says 1 2-year-old cub, that is what we're thinking we're looking at on the screen right there, was hit and killed. And it could mean that there are more bears in the neighborhood. We reached out and verified with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission that indeed this bear was killed in the Powhatan area. I know the person that it was found in the driveway, as a matter of fact, and you look at the thing and it doesn't look like it's actually that small. It's hard to imagine that's the cub. Good grief. If you run across a bear, well, don't try to fight it, whatever you do. Don't try to wrestle it. They're deadly creatures, they are. They have heavy strength and endless rage, and you never want to try to fight one, especially when he's eating his Cheerios. It's time for us to take a look at your New Wave Wireless weather forecast. Home with a $49 iPhone screen repair. And in the forecast, we do have a chance for some showers and thunderstorms over the next several days. As a matter of fact, they popped up where they weren't initially expected for us yesterday. Let's take a look at it now. Mostly clear tonight, a low around 71. 20% chance for thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, with mostly sunny skies, a high near 93. Chance for showers last into tomorrow night, last into Saturday, a 20% chance in the afternoon as well, with partly sunny skies, another high near 93. Sunday, another 20% chance for thunderstorms, but a high near 94. It goes up a little bit, a slight 30% chance Sunday night. Nothing on Monday except mostly sunny skies and a high near 94, but you do have a 20% chance on Tuesday, a 30% chance by Tuesday night, into a 50% chance by Wednesday and Thursday of showers and thunderstorms. So expect to have a rainy week next week, at least based on what we're seeing from the Weather Service right now. Speaking of, it's 89 degrees with fair skies right now in Jonesboro.
Specializing in unloading contents and packet moves, fully insured and licensed, The Moving Company is the only company to call for your next move. The Moving Company's award-winning team will quickly, safely, and efficiently move your belongings where you need them, whether it's across town or across the country. The Moving Company. Equipped with 2 full-size moving trucks and all the supplies and tools for any move, the Moving Company is prepared for the toughest jobs to the most gentle. To book your next move, give us a call at 882-2842 or send us a message to our Facebook page by searching The Moving Company.
Family Medical Clinic of Walnut Ridge and Bono are your neighborhood healthcare providers, and we're now accepting new patients. We know you have a tight schedule, so we're here 6 days a week at both locations from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Walk-ins are welcome. In Walnut Ridge, stop by 1045 West Main Street or call us to make an appointment, 886-8300. In Bono, we're on Highway 63 North or call 930-9990. Walnut Ridge Family Medical Clinic and Bono Family Medical Clinic, here for you when you need us.
The 2 suspects you're looking at on the screen are going to be spending some years in jail. Specifically, the man on your left, Trevor Rogers, 22, was sentenced to 15 years and given an additional 10 years suspended imposition of sentence earlier this week, while the woman on the right, her name is Martina Stroop Brewington, 38, Lepanto, was sentenced to 2 years in prison herself. Now, you've got to be asking why, and the reasoning behind all of this is disgusting. It was in the Jonesboro Sun earlier this week, which you're probably hearing me go through right now, but I also had an affidavit sent over to me this morning by Scott Ellington detailing this stuff. Very difficult to read, as what happened was a 13-year-old girl, the daughter of the woman on the right side of the screen, was being raped by the man on the left side of the screen, and they had sex multiple times with the mother being aware of it and not doing anything. Actually saying that she didn't want charges pressed against the guy on the left, she just wanted it to stop. Let's tell you about the case a little bit more. Investigators spoke with Brewington, said she knew they had sex, but she said she didn't want Rogers around her daughter. However, she didn't want to press charges against him either. That's what the affidavit says. We'll run through this and tell you and read it to you exactly. It says on October 12th of 2016, so we're talking a couple years back now, Deputy Rorex with the Poinsett County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to speak with a mother and daughter at Lepanto Police Department. He got to the department and spoke with the mother about a 20-year-old male having sex with her daughter. The deputy called another detective and asked to help out in the matter, the detective being Joey Martin, who wrote this probable cause affidavit. The detective says he went to Lepanto, made contact with everyone, and he spoke to the victim, the 13-year-old, who admitted she had been having sex with the man on the left side of your screen, Trevor Rogers, 20. The 20-year-old man, it was stated that Trevor would come over to her house and climb in the window and stay most of the night, leave early in the morning. And then he started coming in the back door, it says. The report says that the victim said she had sex with Trevor about 6 times in the last few weeks. Martina Stroop Brewington, the mother of the female juvenile, reportedly knew she had sex with Trevor but didn't want to press charges. Are you kidding me? She just wanted her to leave her daughter alone. It says, however, and a lot of this is redacted, it says someone was texting and telling Trevor Rogers that every move was being taken now to keep them apart. It says, after learning of this information, the detective called Miss Renee Owens of the Crimes Against Children Unit to make her aware of the allegations. Owens said that she'd already had a hotline tip the week before of a mom and daughter smoking weed, and the mom watching her have sex with the male subject. Owens said that the allegations were denied by all parties. At a later date, Owens said that she had been examined by forensic personnel, or she had the victim examined by forensic personnel, and it was found true that the sexual activity had been taken. Make note, it says that the mother stated that the 20-year-old man had been having sex with a 13-year-old girl. It's unbelievable, an unbelievable case. I'm going through more details from the Jonesboro Sun. According to the report, it says Rogers also said 2 of her friends, the girl's friends, were in the car when some of this stuff happened. When asked why Brewington would allow him to have sex with her daughter, Rogers said, according to The Sun now, that Brewington wanted to have sex with him too, according to the affidavit. When asked why he didn't stop having sex with the victim when he found out she was only 13, Rogers, according to The Sun, once again said he had already had sex with her and they were, quote, a couple. Except you're not a couple with someone who's a child when you're over 18 or 20. In this case, the child's 13. The man now will spend the next 15 years in prison. The mother, the one on the right, will spend 2 years. She was originally charged as an accomplice to rape. She actually ended up netting herself 2 years in charges on this, and the reasoning behind that was the child abuse charge, as a matter of fact. I'm just going through here and pulling that up. Permitting child abuse in a plea deal was what she received on March 27th. She was originally charged being an accomplice to rape. Difficult story to have to go through there, so let's end the broadcast on something positive, okay? Specifically, it was it was yesterday. It was late yesterday. Early this morning, we posted this story late yesterday that the remains of U.S. Navy Seaman First Class Glenn Tipton returned to his native Northeast Arkansas. It was an Arkansas Air National Guard C-130 that carried Tipton's body from Memphis to the Walnut Ridge Regional Airport, with a flag-draped coffin being carried from the plane by a military honor guard. I want to show you some of the photos there that were sent along to us. These photos are courtesy of our friends at the Wings of Honor Museum. You can see some of the local veterans showing up there to show their solidarity for the fallen heroes. Some of the servicemen there saluting as that C-130 is seen in the background. Right there is the flag-draped coffin being carried, a close-up of that, and there is a wider photo of it being removed from the C-130 as that hero is welcomed back home. And we certainly appreciate all that we know and have learned about Glenn Tipton, and we hope that his family is resting comfortably tonight, knowing that after all these years that their fallen hero is back home in Northeast Arkansas, a man killed in the Pearl Harbor attack and just returned on the anniversary of D-Day yesterday. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight on the NEA Report. We came at you a little bit later today because, well, we do that sometimes. We will be back probably tomorrow with more news from Northeast Arkansas, unless breaking news breaks out, in which case we will come at you live right here first and foremost. This is what your forecast looks like for the next several days. Rain chances are starting to roll in the afternoon tomorrow, slight chances in the afternoon, and a slight chance lasts pretty much every day until we get to Tuesday, when it starts to become a better chance and an actual likelihood. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us on NEA Report. I'm Stan Morris, and now you're up to date.